W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Last True Templar by Boyd Morrison and Beth Morrison, narrated by Mark Elstob. Prologue, March 1314, Paris. It seemed as if the entire city had come for the execution. Massive crowds lined both banks of the Seine, straining to view the stake set into a pile of logs on the tiny island of Île aux Juifs. A man holding a flaming torch waited for the command to do his duty. In the fading light of dusk, the four men tied back to back around the tall post looked unafraid, even serene. They knew the horror that was to come, and that insufficient fuel was deliberately used to ensure a slow and agonizing death. But they seemed at peace with their decision to recant the false confessions that had been tortured out of them. For this reversal they'd been branded lapsed heretics, the most heinous crime imaginable. Domenico Ramberti stood on the southern bank of the river, forcing himself to control the shivering and coughing that had racked his body on and off for the last 6 months of his long journey. Although he had occasional bursts of energy, today he felt older than his 48 years. But if Jacques de Molay, Grand Master of the Order of the Knights Templar, could maintain his noble bearing while he met his fate, Ramberti could keep his composure as well. Many of his fellow knights had been tortured over the past 7 years, ever since that dark Friday the 13th in 1307, when King Philip had ordered the simultaneous arrest of all Templars across France. Ramberti had escaped only because he had been in Italy at the time. Since then, he'd done everything he could to preserve his beloved order, but now he was here to witness the coup de grace. After this day, Ramberti would be the last true Knight Templar. Molay, in his 70s, balding with a rim of white hair and a long flowing beard, stood straight atop the pyre, maintaining the dignity for which he was renowned. The marshal's cry to carry out the sentence was loud enough for all to hear. Molay didn't debase himself to watch as the executioner dipped his torch to the kindling, setting the logs ablaze. Above the growing flames, Molay shouted something. The crowd grew still, eager to hear his final words. His voice carried across the water, strong and clear.
God knows that the hearts of the Templars are pure. He knows who is in the wrong and has sinned. God will avenge our deaths. Make no mistake. All who have borne...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?